Hi guys, I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School. I've got beautiful Haley with me today, and we're gonna do a prenatal power half hour. So about 30-ish minutes of a flow to get your blood pumping, to kind of stay active through your pregnancy. And this is designed for women who are already active pre-pregnancy, have already had a yoga practice pre-pregnancy, or at least something that they feel they can continue. It's generally not recommended to start something new in pregnancy. So if you have not done any yoga or were not very active before, find a gentle prenatal class or do some walking, some more basic exercise movement. This might be a little bit too intense. I recommend having 2 blocks. We've got 2 blocks. We have a chair. You can also have a couch. If you don't have blocks at home, you could use books, something to bring the ground up, or simply use the chair when we're using blocks. And we also have a bolster. So if you have a pillow or a blanket or something soft, we'll use that toward the end of our practice today. So we're gonna get started standing. And I like to have some blocks handy. I'm gonna scoot this out of the way for Haley. And in your standing position, especially in pregnancy, depending on how far along you are, you might want your feet a little bit wider to allow for some balance. You can take a little shift forward and back or side to side. Really start to get grounded and rooted. And if you like, hands to your belly and connect with your baby. So I like to think of the 3 B's here: body, breath, and baby. And really tune in. If you'd like to lengthen your breath or turn on Ujjayi in and out through your nose, you are welcome to do that. And if there's any kind of intention or dedication you would like to set, now is a good time to do so. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath as you are. You can release your hands down by your side. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. And imagine as you're doing this, you're drawing in good energy. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Breathe in, gather it all in. Exhale, bring it down to heart center. Once more, inhale, reach to the sky, hands high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach overhead, hands to the sky. With your right hand, find your left wrist, stretch up and over to your right. So a little standing half moon shape, a little standing bend. If you prefer, you can take your right hand to your hip or down your thigh. Find some space through your left side. And if you'd like to add on a little bit more, you can step your left foot behind your right, either ankles crossed or a big step back. Just find a little space there. So you're probably not able to do as many twists or as many forward bendings. Side bends and stretches can feel really nice through your pregnancy. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it back to center. Stand tall again. Inhale, switch hands. Left hand finds your right wrist, and exhale over to your left. So same option, left hand can come to your hip, down your thigh. Or if you took that cross back with your right foot, you can cross your right foot behind your left this time. And find that stretch, maybe even working into outer hip. And so really continue to stay with your breath. Notice your breath, notice your body, notice baby and how he or she reacts. One more round of breath. Come back to center, hands to the sky, big inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows, open up through your chest. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. So feet can go even wider, especially if belly feels like it's in the way. We can take a ragdoll version, or beautiful hands to blocks. And you've always got that chair or something else handy to place your hands on. If forward folds don't feel great to you, you can stay in more of a halfway shape, hands to thighs. If you'd like ragdoll, hold on to opposite elbows, maybe a little gentle sway, maybe a bend. Nice Haley hands behind your head to lengthen through your neck. Slowly release your hands down. Come to a halfway lift, hands to shins or blocks. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend your left knee, left hand to a block or to the ground, right arm to the sky. So finding a little stretch and twist here, allowing some space. Really draw your right hip back. Breathe through your side body. One more big inhale. Exhale, release down and switch sides. Inhale to come halfway. Exhale, right knee bends, right hand to your shin, your block the ground, left arm to the sky. Left hip draws back, feel the space, the length. One more big inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, take it halfway up. Exhale, interlace your fingers and flip your palms to face forward in front of you, and then send your hips back. So you're kind of like in a half chair or half squat, and you can choose how low you want to go. Feet can go wider, really nice. You can always turn your toes out, and see if you can root down into your heels, turn on the back of your legs. So start to fire up your glutes, your hamstrings. Feel strong and supported through your core without being too tense. Breathe here, and then maybe a little puff up between your shoulder blades. Maybe you round your upper back, nice. Find one more big inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to the ground or to your block. You're gonna step your right foot back. You can keep your right knee lifted. You can always lower your right knee down, adjust the blocks, your props as you need. Breathe into the front of your right hip. Let your hips melt a little closer to the earth. Send your heart forward, lift and lengthen your spine. Big inhale. And then exhale to downward facing dog. So if you'd like, you can flip your blocks to the lowest setting or hands to the ground. It's whatever feels best for you. In your down dog, a little bit of movement. Pedal out, sway, feet can be wide. I know in my pregnancy, down dog didn't feel great toward the end, so another beautiful option is to drop your knees, to take a tabletop. If down dog feels good, please feel free to stay. Gently lower your knees. Find your tabletop, hands and knees if you're not already there. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips right above your knees. And you can keep your knees hip distance apart, or what I sometimes like to offer in a regular class is knees together. So if that's comfortable, we're gonna play with balance just a little. You're welcome to keep knees wide or draw them together. If you can, at the same time, you're gonna extend right leg and left arm. Inhale, lift, reach forward and back. So opposite arm and leg, nice. And exhale, lower down. And then we're gonna continue to switch. Left leg, right arm, inhale, extend. Exhale to lower. Right leg, left arm, inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Left leg, right arm. And gently lower. And then just your right leg, extend it back, take a big breath in. Exhale, cross your foot behind your left, so off to the side of your mats. And if you'd like, you can take your right arm forward, either to the ground or out in front as a little stretch, and maybe try and reach to the left corner of your mat to find even more space. Nice. And if that's tricky on balance, remember fingertips can always stay down to the mat below your shoulder or slightly out in front. We're going to take this to a modified side plank. So you can stay with your hand lifted. You can drop your right hand for support. You're going to pivot your left foot slightly behind you. Right foot can come in line with your left foot. Beautiful. Stack your hips and shoulders. Right arm extends. Lots of options here. You can play with lifting your right foot. You can find a back bend. Right foot behind you. Grab your foot. Depending on how your body feels, what it's telling you right now, please feel free to modify in any way. Release your foot. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, lower back to your tabletop and give yourself a little bit of movement here. So if it's cow and cat, if it's a child's pose, if it's a little sway side to side, get into your hips. If you're starting to feel your low back, really try to breathe into that space. And then come back to neutral. If you had your knees together last time, draw them back together, otherwise knees can stay wide. We'll do the same thing this time, starting left leg back, right arm forward, inhale, extend, lift. Exhale, lower down. Continue to switch with your breath. Notice Haley's low back is nice and stable. You're keeping some of that stability. This is a gentle core exercise, helping to hold everything in, support yourself without overly working or forcing. Awesome. And when you've evened out right and left leg, which I think is now, release down. Let's take left leg back, breathe in. And then cross your left foot behind your right. Find that stretch through your side body. If you wanted to add the arm, left arm can reach forward, maybe forward to your right. Even find a little bit more of a balance challenge, a little bit more space. You'll see a theme here, really working side bodies. And then as you're ready, open up to that modified side plank. You can pivot your right foot behind you, readjust your left foot. A stretch, a reach, a lift of your foot, even a back bend if that feels accessible. whole time breathing. So that's always super important. That helps us prepare for labor, helps us stay connected, body, mind. And as that feels like enough, slowly release back down to your tabletop and any movement you like to reset. Yeah, beautiful wrist stretch. Let this be intuitive. So this is a time where our body feels really different, but also a beautiful time to really check in, not just with ourselves, but also with baby, and notice how our movements, the choices that we make affect yourself, affect this extra little life you're nurturing and nourishing. And as you're ready, no rush, we'll take downward facing dog. And again, if down dog doesn't feel great, please feel free to stay in tabletop. We're going to come toward the top of our mat, so this can be a little awkward sometimes, a little waddle, little steps forward, find your forward fold, beautiful. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, fold, and right away left foot back. So hands can come to blocks, knee can lower down, whatever version you took on the other side. If you'd like this symmetry, think of sinking your hips, reach your heart forward, big breath in. And then exhale right back to downward facing dog. And this will just prepare us for some of our lunging shapes. Inhale, shift forward to tabletop, lower your knees. If you feel comfortable, you're welcome to stay in a high plank. Exhale, stay, press the ground away, find some strength through your arms. Inhale like a cow pose, drop your belly, doesn't have to be a ton, reach your heart forward. And exhale, cat, or the extent to which you can do cat. So I think about tailbone drawing back, crown of the head rounding forward, not smushing anything, but finding a little space through your back. Twice more like that. Inhale, cow. And exhale to cat. Beautiful. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Back to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Find a full inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, make some noise, let it all go. Once more, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands, and then exhale, find any way you can to get to the top of your mats. Feet can stay pretty wide. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, fold, let it all go. Rise to standing, arms to the sky, full breath. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. And so you might choose to use a chair. I'm just going to have it handy for Haley in case she likes it, and I'll demonstrate if she doesn't need it. We're going to take a chair pose next. So this could be more of a low chair. It could be chair with feet together. It could be chair with feet wide. Thinking about sitting back into a chair, but finding stability, and again, turning on the back of your legs. So really pressing into heels, engaging glutes, hamstrings. Breathe here. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, shift your weight into your left foot and step your right foot back. And so the chair is here for balance if you like. Beautiful. Finding a little lunge. You can stay hands on chair, or you can take your hands to your heart in the lunge. And then as you exhale, you're going to step your right foot back forward to your chair and hands sweep down by your sides, palms face forward. Nice. Inhale, step it back to lunge, hands to heart, right foot back. Chair's there for, same foot. Nice. And then exhale, step it forward, right foot forward, hands by your side, palms face forward. Awesome. We'll take 3 more. Inhale to step back. A little bit of a lunge challenge. Exhale to step forward, hands face, palms forward. Last one, I think. I could mess up my counts. Breathe in. And breathe out. In your chair, interlace your hands behind your back. Open up your chest. You can stay, or if you want a little extra balance challenge, you can come onto your tippy toes, lift your heels. Breathe here. Slowly release your heels down. One-legged Tadasana, arms to the sky. Right knee rises like you're taking a big step. And you've got that chair. So remember, if balance is tricky, give yourself the grace and space to find whatever adjustments you need. Big inhale. Exhale, step back to warrior 2. Right foot to the back of your mat. Open your hips up. And it might mean that you take some time to really settle in here. Adjust. You don't have to be in your deepest version of your lunge. As you next inhale, we're going to take it to star pose. Heels in, toes out, reach wide. And exhale to a goddess squat with cactus arms. Bend your elbows, bend your knees. A little peek down, make sure you can see your toes. We're gonna take a little flow here between goddess and star, starting to reach with our right hand. So as you inhale, you're gonna straighten your legs, left hand to hip, right hand reaches across and over, finding a side body stretch. Exhale back to your goddess squat, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Inhale, other side, left arm reaches, right hand to hip. Exhale, squat. And you can always do this faster. I like a nice slow burn. Inhale to extend, right arm up. Exhale back to your cactus, goddess. Left arm, breathe in. Exhale, squat. We'll take one more each side. Inhale, reach right arm. Exhale, cactus, squat. Last one. Back to your star pose. Both arms, both legs, breathe in. Warrior two, turn your toes, bend your left knee. Inhale, reach a little bit forward. We're gonna exhale to side angle, left forearm to your thigh, or maybe arm inside, right arm to the sky. Yeah, find your version. And if you'd like a little bit more openness through your right shoulder, you can take a half bind, right arm behind your back. Feel a long line of energy from the outer edge of your right foot all the way through the crown of your head. Breathe into your hips, your belly, your heart space. Next, inhale, reverse triangle, left leg straight. Right hand finds your left wrist or right hand down your right leg, whatever you like. Yep, find a little bit more space. One more big breath in. And then exhale, however you want to get to the top of the mat. So you can drop your hands down, step forward. You can simply kind of pivot, find your way back to a chair pose. And we'll take that to the other side. So starting in your chair, find some depth in your legs. Build a little bit of energy flowing. We don't necessarily want a ton of heat, but you might be feeling it. Bring your hands to your heart. Shift your weight to your right foot and step your left foot back. Find that lunge. The chair is there for support. Beautiful. So again, hands can stay on the chair, or you can take your hands to your heart as you're lunging. And then as you exhale, left foot steps forward. Hands come by your side, palms face forward. Inhale to step back, hands to heart. Lunge. Exhale to that chair. It could be feet wide. It could be hands on your chair. Let's take 3 more. Breathe in to step back. Breathe out to step forward. Last 2. Awesome, Haley. And 1. Inhale. And exhale. Stay in the chair, hands behind your back. Try the awkward grip. Open up your chest. Really find that puff up space here. If you want the balance, lift your heels. A little drinking bird or sparrow pose. So strong. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. We'll take it to one-legged Tadasana as you breathe in. Arms to the sky, left knee high. And then exhale, step back to your warrior two, left foot to the back of your mat. Some time here to find your alignment in your feet. Settle in, reach long through your fingertips, let your shoulders relax. And then as you inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out, reach wide. Exhale to your goddess squat, bend your elbows, bend your knees, find that cactus shape with your arms. We're gonna do the same thing. We'll start reaching with your let's start reaching with your left arm this time. So as you inhale, extend your arm over your head, big stretch. Exhale, back to your cactus, goddess squat. Inhale, extend other direction, find some space. Exhale, maybe you get low without collapsing through your pelvic floor. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, find that depth, really root down through your legs. Nice. I think last one. Was that even both sides? Okay, cool. Inhale, star pose, reach. Exhale, back to your warrior two. As you inhale, reach forward through your right arm, find some space. Exhale to your side angle, right forearm to your thigh, left arm overhead. Feel the space there through your side, your spine. You can add the half or full bind. Always tons of options to do what feels best in your body. Let's take one more full round of breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, up and back, right arm to the sky. Left hand can be down your left leg, or find your right wrist And add a little stretch, a little bit more sensation. A full inhale. Your exhale, find your way to the top of the mat. Simply a step forward, release, yeah. And then we're going to take it low into Malasana. So feet might go even wider. You've got the block there for support and your chair. So depending on how low you want to go. What we want to really pay attention to, especially toward the end of pregnancy, is you've got a lot of this hormone relaxin moving through your body. You might feel super duper flexible, which is fantastic. Your body's preparing for birth. You don't want to go past that point of discomfort and really overstretch. So try and find a little bit of engagement as well. Nice, Haley. This chair is kind of awkwardly in your face. You're welcome to stay. If you want, you can interlace your hands, press your palms forward, round through your upper back if that feels good. If you want a little chest opener, you can take hands behind your head, elbows wide, lean back. Lots and lots of options to play. We'll find one more big breath in. And then exhale, make your way to a seated position. So option to use a block, a bolster, a blanket, something to sit on. Yeah, and let's do one leg extended out in front and one knee out to the side, whichever leg you want to start with. Reach both arms to the sky, take a big breath in, and then exhale, begin to hinge over your extended leg. So find a little bit of a side bend here, a little bit of a gentle twisting through your chest. Slowly lift yourself back up. Keep your same leg extended, and then take the knee that's out to the side up to the sky. So it's kind of inside your foot. We're going to take an open twist. So normally we twist in yoga, or often we twist, I should say, toward the knee. This time we're going to twist away from the knee. So if your right leg is extended, right leg comes behind. Left arm can come inside, rest on top. Just find a little bit of space, a little bit of a twist. Yeah, beautiful. Feet as wide as you need to feel supported. And slowly release. And then we'll take that same little series to the other side. Left leg extends, right foot inside. Reach both arms to the sky, big breath in. And then side bend over your extended leg. Doesn't matter which leg you're on if you're not on the same as us. Imagine you could root down through your sit bones, feel that sense of connection to the earth, connection to your body, and then a little bit of space and length. Really nice. Slowly lift back up. Adjust your legs however you need. You're going to take your right foot inside your leg, knee up, feet can be wide. This time we'll take left hand behind. Yeah, right arm inside or on top. See how she's got a beautiful, long, tall spine there. Imagine gently rotating, not forcing anything. And then slowly unwind when both sides feel even. We're going to take it to hands and knees. So however you want to transition, it can be awkward. And I will use the chair for this. So we're going to think about taking a puppy pose on the chair. If you're comfortable in a regular puppy pose, I know Haley might be, so we can always demonstrate that too. Otherwise, hips right above knees. The chair might allow a little bit of depth, and she's quite flexible. If this is not true for you, you can always bring your forearms closer up on the chair. And that way, and I can scoot it closer to you, you've got a little bit more support, yeah. Yeah, and so you're kind of just moving into your hips. It doesn't have to be super duper deep. It might sort of look like a halfway lift with the chair. You might feel a little bit of space through your low back, your belly, your sides. Breathe into any sensations that are coming up for you. And you know when it feels like enough, and if that's true for you, you can slowly lift yourself up and out of this. We'll come to our backs. You can turn and face any direction. We'll have one of our blocks handy and a bolster or a pillow if you've got it. We'll start with a supported bridge. So feet on the ground, knees to the sky. A block slides below your sacrum, so triangular shaped bone between your hips for a little support. And if this doesn't feel great for you, you can stay on your side. We don't want to be too long on our backs toward the end of pregnancy. But oftentimes this is when baby starts to talk to us. He or she is like, what's going on? You're upside down. This is a nice stretch for your low back as well. If you're feeling comfortable, you can take legs to the sky for a waterfall. For me, it always felt better to be more grounded with my feet on the earth. So find what works, yeah. Just take 2 more breaths here. And slowly press into your feet. Lift your hips, remove the block. Hips back down. A gentle figure 4, right ankle on top of your left thigh. It may be plenty to stay with your foot down. If you'd like a little bit more, you can hug everything to your chest. And there's always twisting options. If you know one of those or feel called or drawn to twist to one side, you're welcome to explore that as well. Let's take one more breath here. Release your ankles, switch sides, left over right, or whichever side you didn't just do. Same option, keep the foot down, hug it in, add a twist. And when your sides feel about even or you feel ready to release, you can let it all go. Our next shape is Savasana. So I'm going to offer Haley a block and a bolster. So she might turn to one side and we'll get her set up. And this can be nice to provide a little bit more support. I'm going to put this up one level and then the bolster is going to lay. And these blocks are pretty sturdy. And so she'll hopefully not feel like she's collapsing. Is that good? Yeah. Another option is to lay on your side. We typically say left side, feet however you want them. Yeah, hands to belly is a beautiful place to be. Close your eyes. Feel your body melts into the support of whatever props you have, the ground below you, Mama Earth below that. Continue to notice your breath. Notice, baby, without needing to control anything. We'll just take a few moments here. You are always welcome to stay longer, so Haley, please feel free to stay in this shape if it's supportive. When and if you're ready to come up and out, start with little movements, little wiggles. And then however it's supportive for you, it might be turning to one side, using your hands to press yourself up. You're going to come back to a seated position just to finish out your practice. Palms together in front of your heart. Feel your own heartbeat. And then tune in to the heartbeat of your baby. And give yourself thanks for taking time for you to nurture your own well-being in this time of giving so much to someone else. Namaste.